Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube land, it's your boy Tuggalo, and today we are here with G&Ks Pimp My Dorm. Today we're going to be talking about dormitories, what the comfort is, why they're important, and what these dang battery things are for. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So, as you can see here, we got this empty as a mug. Now, in this top right hand corner, you click this button and it's going to say, hey, here's your base comfort. You got 200 out of 10,000. Every dorm that you start out with is always going to have 10,000. Your first goal, your main goal is to always get 10,000 for your dorm. Your second goal is to get all pieces of one set or however many that particular set requires of you to meet its second stat or set bonus. Now, we do have the pet bonus here. I'm not a big fan of the pets because I would rather spend my batteries on the data place. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some dorms. My first dorm that we're going to take a look at is going to be my dorm number 3. Now, I believe we get 2 dorms, maybe 3. It's been a while, so I don't remember how many exactly we get. It correlates to how many echelons we start out with at the beginning of the game. So I wanted to start with this dorm because it's the perfect example of the set bonuses. Now, as you can see, I do have that base comfort at 10,000, which is what we always want to aim for, no matter if we're doing a 5-star set, a 4-star set, a 3-star set, or anything between. 10,000 is the number that we need to shoot for. What we shoot for afterwards depends on the set that we are working on. So when I first started the game, I was just rolling for the summer skins, you know, summer skins, come on, man, you know what I'm saying, yeah. So I was rolling for those, and I didn't really think too much about my furniture. Had I known that I was, X amount of furniture pieces away, I probably would have kept on rolling, even though, I didn't get all the skins that I wanted. I feel that getting the furniture was a little bit more important, and is probably a little bit more important, even though the skins are the treasure piece. So right here we do have arranging 12 and above furnitures of the Radiant Beach will grant me a set bonus. This bonus that I have right now, I think, is for just the X amount of pieces that I have. It gives me 5,000. If I had 12, it would give me 8,000 total. Now, one thing that you got to know is that if I just put out, 12 sailboats, it's not going to give me 8,000. It has to be 12 unique pieces of the same furniture set. Now, with that being said, this one does give me 5 out of 8,000. One thing that you do want to mention and you do want to know is that the 4-star set is good. It's not great, however. The total bonus that we could get from a 5-star set was 8,000, at least for the beach one. It could be more, it could be less, depending. I'm not too sure. The 4-star set gives me 2,000, and I'll tell you this, it doesn't even reach 10,000 if you just do the base minimum. You actually have to fill it out with a lot more stuff if you're just planning to do it for 4 stars only. Now, as you can see here, this is just a chill little place that I have going on. Then we'll take a look at a dorm that does have, to be honest, it's very cramped because all the pieces of this set are super big, but I like the way that it's set up. So right here we do see we have 12 pieces, but I think there are 15 total, right? So it does give me that 8,000, but even though I'm starting to add the 4-star in, it does not apply that set. It only worries about the highest star value set that you are working on. Now, pets, completely different thing. I know nothing about them. I'm not even going to try to attempt to speak about them. I will say, however, they are from the rescue station, and I believe that the rescue station is going to be a later down the road thing. It's not something that we should really worry about, especially with this thing called the data rooms. We'll get to that really quickly in a second. I will say the spare dormitories, let's say for instance I wanted to switch my dorm 1 with my dorm 2, I could use my spare dormitories to do so. I would just come in here, and I believe let's try this. Yeah, I would swap it with dorm 1, and I'd click swap, and then now my actual dorm 1 right here would become empty. I'd put dorm 2, swap it over, and then put dorm 1 where dorm 2 was and dorm 2 where dorm 1 was. If that's confusing, it'd be like that. Gomenasai. So, real quickly, you do hit that resupply. I just want to go over these just for going over its sake. Hit resupply, you do go into the gacha banner, where we will see more furniture for the current gacha that is out. So right now it is that Morning Glories and Moon Flowers. You live 2D. You click the preview. Here are all the things that you can get. Let's go to Soul Coffee Shop, Hot Springs, and the glorious, beautiful skins. PKP, please come home, please. Now, very quickly, I do want to touch up on this, the Radiant Collection. Now, it is going to be 40% off, so that means one multiple is going to be 60 tokens rather than 100 tokens, and it still will give us the, actually, I don't know if they're going to give us exchange tickets. I'm not going to say anything about that. So, no, I believe they do not. They should not, at least. Now, when you do this, the only thing that you'll get out of it are these 4 skins. Now, you're like, man, that's kind of not cool, but I will say, most pieces of furniture are added back. Here we have that Radiant Beach. Now we have 4 stars down the row. I know there is a method of saying which furnitures get added in. I'm not too sure what that method is, but I do want to say that it is super duper important. If you miss a skin and you're like, dang it, I can't believe I missed it, how am I gonna get it? This is your best bet of getting those skins. Not only is it cheaper for your tokens, it'll be cheaper for the gems if you're whaling, you know, of course, bless up, but it's always going to be these 4 characters. If you have these characters and you get a duplicate of their skin, feed it to the same character, then you will get these things called black cards. The black cards, as you can see, I do have 2 right here. The black cards are especially important because it will allow me to trade in for any skin in the past that has come into the pool. So, for instance, I wasn't playing the game during the Starry Cocoon 416 skin, but if I get 8 total dupes of the same skin, or, you know, just, you know, if I have a skin on, let's say, Wachan, and I get that same skin again, and I get it again and again and again, I'm gonna get black cards, right? So if I get 8 black cards, I can now get the 416 skin. Fantastic, fantastic. Now, it goes down all the way. You know, we got a few summer skins here. We got, I don't know what these skins are here. We got some bride skins. Yo, FAL skin, where you at, baby? And that is all we have for right now. It will get added on in the future. You can see, hey, this one costs 3, this one costs 5, this one costs 8. The reason why it does cost 8 is because those are the live 2D skins, and those are the ones that basically are the ones that are going to move around on your phone. Very, very nice, by the way. Live 2D skins. That's where it's at, baby. Now, let's go ahead into the most important thing of all, is our data room. Right here in the data room, you can see in the top right-hand corner, we do have batteries. We can store 9,999. We got our surplus EXP. Now, it is very important to know what we are doing in here. Basically, you want to level everything up as quickly as you possibly can to level 10 because you just want to do it. Now, the desk, you're going to have to level up 1 or 2 things over here, and then you can level up the desk. But what I recommend doing is literally just leveling everything up and then doing the desk. So once this drone console gets to 7, I'm going to do the desk next, and then I'm going to do everything up to level 8. Then I'm going to do the desk again, the desk will be 9, then I'm going to do everything to level 9. Now, each little piece in this data room is going to do something different for you. So for instance, this one is saying, you know, right now, if I level up a T-Doll, 12% of the EXP that I'm getting is going to go towards surplus EXP. That is very important. Now for the small server, it's going to work with your combat reports. Basically, the higher level it is, the quicker you're going to be getting these combat reports out, and that's going to be really good for us. The automated operating station, if I have a level 100 character in my party, they're not going to get any XP because that's max level, right? So 80%, well, for me, it would be 70% of the EXP that would get is now going into surplus EXP. For right here, the network printer, this is basically saying how many combat reports at one time can I craft. The large data table increases the limit of how much surplus EXP I can hold. Now, all of these are going to be super important when it comes to your combat reports. Combat reports are basically very quick ways that you can get a crap ton of EXP, right? So now if your things in your data room are only like level 1, level 2, level 3, it's not going to be that effective. And yes, it's good to make combat reports just to quick level your characters, but using it on the actual stations would be a little bit better early on. Now, if I were to click this, you can see I would now make 50 combat reports. They would have 150,000 EXP. It would take me 4 hours, and it would require me to use 150 batteries. Would I do this right now? Hell no. And let me tell you why. Because leveling this right here is going to cost me 350 batteries. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I am going to wait until, you know, I'm like level 8, level 9, level 10, or until an event comes out that's like, yo, you need to make 100 combat reports in order to, you know, get more event points. All right, by all means, that's fantastic. So this right here, in my opinion, is super duper important. Now, you can see right here, 675 batteries. I'm gonna die. So how can you get these batteries? The reason why it is so important, to deck out your dorms is because every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time and from 8 to 11 p.m. Central Time, you have this little condenser thing come down like literally right here in your dorm. If you leave that alone, it's going to just charge up electricity and you're going to get more batteries. What's the formula for how much comfort you need to get how many batteries? I don't know. Apparently, I think some dude on Reddit was like, yo, I don't think that formula is right. I need more data. Help me out. And so people are helping him out. I don't know what that formula is, but all I do know is I think right now if I were to wait a complete 24 hours, so I got mine at 10 p.m. Central Time, if I waited until 10 p.m. Central Time the next day, I think I get roughly around 160 batteries. That's not too shabby, but it can hold like 300 plus, so kind of sucks. But those batteries are still super duper important to aid in those combat reports and just overall getting a lot of good shit for us. Now, another way to get batteries is you can obviously buy them. I know one thing right now going on is we do have like a special offer where it's like, I had to wait. No. Sometimes they'll do a special offer where they offer up batteries. I think all of last month it was batteries and something else. So, you know, if you got the gems, if you got the money, if you want to whale for it, by all means, you can get batteries that way. I believe you can also get batteries from Kalina. I think that's one other way. And typically, those are the only ways that I grab my batteries. The last way that you can grab your batteries, I almost forgot the most important way, is at 6 a.m. Central Time and 6 p.m. Central Time. If you visit your friends' dorms every day, you want to do this every day. You just go visit their dorm, and you'll see this little thing right here. Now, I can collect their batteries. I ain't finna collect this dude's batteries because he's probably only got like 2 or 3 dorms. I don't know. So either which way, I can get 2 or 3 batteries from this guy, but I can collect from 10 different friends. If you have friends that have, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 dorms, you're going to want to be clicking on them all the time. Also, when you do click on them, be sure to give them a like because that does give you friend points, which are super important. to get you a base background, to get you icons on your card, your different things for your ID card as well. Definitely always give them the thumbs up, give them that like. That in turn, I believe, is everything that I can cover for G&K's Pimp My Dorm Out, why your batteries are super important, and how to get your batteries for your data room. Guys, that's all I got for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it informative, helpful, or anything, please give the video a thumbs up, like it, share it. Definitely please subscribe to the channel for more GFL content. I got a lot coming in the future. That's all I got for this one. And as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing, that's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. God bless and peace out.